Welcome to DM Debrief. We're here today with good old Fisvénir, Wizard Boy.
Hello.
Wyatt, back after Ep 8. Oh, you know what? I haven't come up with a title for it yet. Shoot. Not Death and Taxes, that's for sure.
There
no
were
death.
taxes.
But we could say it's like different paths or something. Because you're all doing like sort of your own thing in this episode. With you going to the bookstore, with Nibjum. That went swimmingly for you, huh? What'd you think about what Fisvénir think about that bookstore, other than just like mostly utter disgust?
I mean, Fisvénir and Wyatt, had very similar reactions. Where like, I was trying to like be polite, but also not really. I wasn't trying to play the guy, but I was trying to like cooperate with him.
It would be a very unusual interaction for him.
Yeah.
Like being at a bookstore that isn't directly adjacent to the town, in the town of Rudale, as opposed to in the towers of Rudale, because there's no like bookstore in the tower grounds directly. And it's like a college campus, so there's no campus store. There might be like a commissary or something, but nothing to the degree that you see on like a college campus these days. But the town of Rudale would have had stores, but a lot of the people who run those stores are basically trying to get into the towers anyways. So like they see you come out and they're like, well, like we could work something, I'm sure. Yeah. So this is certainly a new experience for him, having a guy. It is unclear to that whether he was trying to get a good deal on his end.
Yeah, I think logically, like in that economy, there's probably not a huge demand for books, so he's got to up the price to like make his bills, for like the few purchases he gets. But I think like going into it, my plan was I'm going to try and use my tower connections to get a better deal on what we're buying, but also to help this guy. Like I was trying to kind of swindle him a little bit, but also I was going to follow through, but like, hey, I'll get you a connection to tower. Yeah,
but in the end, I think it became apparent that you throwing out the towers had the opposite sort of effect. Like, oh, okay, so this guy, like I could probably get something from him.
Yeah, and as soon as both Wyatt and Fisvénir caught on to that, there was just like a growing disgust of like, I don't want to work, I don't even want to buy something from this man, I'm leaving.
Your rude son can do nothing all day. Which is apparently probably the best thing for him to do anyways. But then you find your scribes on the waterfront. That's definitely a much better place for you. And actually, we'll say that you got second level spells now. Which one were you looking at in particular?
I was looking at a whole bunch of them. The enlarge and reduce?
Reduce and enlarge, yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't look very long at the second level. I was like, oh, these look cool, and I kept scrolling because I wanted to look at the very powerful ones like teleport and wish and power.
We'll give you some rolls, some Arcana rolls, to see if you're able to locate any from there. Because I mean, there's scribes on the waterfront, so they have some magical basis in it already.
Very exciting.
Let me get some of that stuff out of your way.
Arcana?
Yeah, +5 for you.
Good thing I have D&D Beyond just already pulled it up. Not on my character, but it's here. Okay. Oh, you already knew the +5.
Yeah, I've already got it pulled up.
Well, it's 11. I rolled a 6.
6? Okay. Go ahead and roll again.
Oh. Multiple digits. A little bit better. It's 11 + 5, 16.
16? Okay. And go one more.
Come on. Natural 20. Ooh. 13 + 5, 18.
Okay. We'll say that you can find 2 spells over the course of the time. 2 level 2 spells. We'll work out the gold later on, how much that takes. But over the course of what I think it's going to end up being it's probably going to be like 8 days or so, probably before he gets back. So I think that's good work for you, though, because you're also working at the place, helping them out. So we'll say that you can find 2 level 2 spells. For your
because the price for copying a spell is like the material input it takes, right? Like it takes sort of, I imagine, like bits of things, sort of like spell components, but in imbuing the spell onto the page with magic.
My dice are on top of my book. second. I'm gonna pull up that because I think it's actually 100 gold pieces per spell level.
Yeah,
I think it's actually a flat rate.
They're like you have to pay to just like do the it's not like you're paying someone to do it. It's like just the
it's the cost of the transcription material.
Yeah.
So it's like the parchment that you're using, like it takes very specific inks.
So we did negotiate payment as just like 1-to-1 tavern expenses to what I'm being paid for my services. Could I possibly negotiate that also? I'm assuming this book place might have some of those on hand and I can use some of their supply.
Oh, you get 2 spells of your choice for free.
Oh.
Each time you gain a wizard level, you can add 2 wizard spells of your choice to your spellbook for free. So I guess I'm giving you 4 spells.
Wow.
Each of the spells must be Where's here's the your spellbook sidebar. Copying spells. When you find a wizard spell first level or higher, you can add it to your spellbook if it is of a spell that you can prepare. Okay, this is where I found that. They should prepare, and if you can spare the time to decipher and copy it. Copy the book. It takes 2 hours and 50 gold pieces for each level. Okay, so it's 50 gold pieces. These would each be 100 gold pieces a piece and 4 hours a piece. So a day's work of copying and 100 gold pieces of material.
I think
it represents the material components you expend as you experiment with the spell to master it. Okay.
Let me check real quick. I know with spell scribe I get like a reduction on that.
Yeah, and that is not in here.
Well, I know it takes me. The time that you must spend to copy a spell into your spellbook equals 2 minutes per spell level. Wow. So maybe just the time reduction, not the cost.
Yeah, we did talk about this. It is just the time, but still, that means like you.
Yeah, I can do both.
It costs you 100, but it only takes you 4 minutes apparently. So like you're about to go to bed, like let me just go and copy this in here.
I'm clocking out on my shift at the spell scribes. Like, let me just jot this down real quick.
Okay. Wow, that's fast. Okay,
but you got 2 from Melbourne as well. So I like the idea of like having in-world reasons of where I'm getting these.
Because we did talk about like before you left, you're going to take some spells from him. So maybe you copied it onto a page. You couldn't add it to your spell book yet, but when you gained the level, essentially, like, okay, I think I understand these now. You just like,
well, I think we leveled up when we left, so we can just say that was part of the level.
But we're talking about level 2 spells.
I only got level 1s from him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking about these level 2 ones. Okay. Anyways, okay. So that gets that worked out. You have 4 level 2 spells now. You still have to worry about, which ones you're preparing, and that we're going to need to focus on more going forward. Because you can only have, what is it?
6 prepared.
It's your spellcasting modifier plus proficiency bonus. Is that right?
Maybe that would put me at 7, but D&D Beyond only lets me have 6 prepared at a time.
Choose it is your intelligence modifier plus your wizard level.
Oh, so level 3 plus. Did my intelligence modifier 3?
3 plus 2. Yeah, that's 5.
Well, I can have 6 prepared.
Is that a perk of your?
Well, I have plus 3 intelligence and I'm level 3.
Oh yeah, plus 3 intelligence. Okay, so you can have 6 prepared. More spells than you have to. Obviously, you have more than you can use, but
I only need sleep.
But yeah, since we've got more spells to use, let's make sure we focus on that in the future. Same with the sending stone.
Yeah.
Let's do that conversation real quick. It's only 25 words, so like it's not much. But like, what did you say to him when Biolan left?
Oh, so this is probably the first time I contacted him since we met with Tilbury, right?
Yeah, we'll say that.
We decided in the episode, like it was every couple of days, so like that's been the gap. I'd probably say like,
and it was after you had repaired yourself from being basically dead.
It's 25 words, so it's probably like, Biolan went home, waiting at what's the town's name?
Rashbagash.
Is that one?
That's one word.
Rashbagash for his return.
Probably you would just say for him.
Yeah, for him. Spoke with Telberic. Will return as soon as Biolan is back.
Okay, that gets you into 19.
Yeah.
And it says, understood. Much to discuss. Things have been happening here.
Oh no.
Nothing to worry about. But interesting nonetheless. Nonetheless, one word.
Yeah.
The right honorable Melvin.
You always gotta have that in there. Maybe it was a good call to wait in town instead of going on without Biola. That's exciting.
All right. Okay, and then you told me that after the session that you had a question that may or may not be available to actually ask.
I think we briefly touched on this before the session when I was deciding when I decided that Fisvénir was gonna take up tobacco smoking.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah. The Hayroot.
Yeah, because I wrote it down phonetically. It's Hay, the name Roy, and just the T. So
Hayroy T.
But I knew he was either going to, one, pick up tobacco smoking or become religious because he's so close to dying.
Right.
He has to have, he's thinking about death right now. And I'm like, I don't know if in world there is like, would he be like, is there like the concept of an afterlife that he can be like, well, let me focus on?
So it's not so much an afterlife, but it's a preoccupation with being remembered more than anything else. That like the worst thing that could happen to you, basically across all the cultures in Umbalin, is like the final forgetting. Okay. The last person that remembers you passes away. This is something we actually touched on at the end of the episode after you had left with the basically solo mission for Biolan. I'm glad we did that in session because his first DM debrief was so long, but this one would have been just like ridiculously long with how long we went with just him. But yeah, there's spirituality is also sort of like not exactly a thing for most Umbalin based people. Yeah. Individuals. It's sort of crept in some from the further with Zerhos. There's much more of a reverence for Zerhos than there is with the patrons here. I mean, it kind of says it in the name that these are the full title would be like the immortal patrons of Umbalin are the cast of characters. You know, I don't know if I've ever said all their names.
We went through them with the runes. We were naming them off.
That's right, I did. There are a couple that aren't included on that. Basically, just one, Talrin, who is like a semi-patron because he was a construct made after the removal of Caer Novus from the Mountain Triumvirate in the time following the desiccation of Zhashka Gishkar. Obviously. Yeah. Yeah, so it's mostly memory based. And that's why for you all, like, books are very important because it's sort of like that's how you can immortalize yourself. Is like, if I can get myself into a book and make sure my book gets safe somewhere, then it's a memorialization of you. So it allows you to have memory beyond what it might otherwise be.
That's very interesting. I think that opens the way for me to take Fisvénir's character in a very fun direction. Oh. I don't know if it's okay to say, but it gives me. He's definitely like speculating his own mortality. He's been alive 500, I think actually 600 years.
Between 500 and 600, because the War of the Breach was 500 years ago, and you lived through that, and you were of an age, so you're probably, I think, in like maybe 580s. Hold on, I've got you. Did we put it on the character sheet?
Down. I just gotta find where it is. I'm doing it. Is in notes.
It's I think it's under.
Here it is. He's 653.
Okay, so a full century older than we thought, but that tracks with like him being 150 at the time of the War of the Breach. So like, you should be frontline material, and you tweren't. It says you're 6'2". Wait, this is the wrong part. It says you're 6'2".
Yeah, he's tall. He's a tall guy.
Oh wow! I thought it was under 5 foot.
Tall and lanky.
I mean, under 6 foot, not under 5 foot. He's not.
Under 5 foot.
He's not Nebdrum and Upanor. No. 6'2".
Okay. Party. We've got 2 giants and 2 little guys.
Yeah. All right.
Well, speaking of giant ones here. Yeah.
Oh, you can see him through the curtain.
He's lurking.
I didn't pull the curtains close enough together.
Right. Little Sam Easter egg.
Well, apparently you always have to have an audience for yours.
I demand it.
Fisvénir demands an audience.
I must have
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So that's what was the question of that?
The question was like just asking
the
about
spirituality.
Because I was trying to get in the head to be like, what would Fisvénir be focusing on? And if it's all about memory, I mean, he's already got books down. Like,
right.
I'm sure he's written. Not entire. Well, he's had 653 years. He may have written a couple of books, but not about himself. And now that he's in this sort of like very important time, like this is war, like not this is the breach level, and he's front line. So he's kind of
from your perspective, you certainly are pegging this as when the histories of this time are written, that this is a cataclysm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's definitely thinking like, well. And I think this almost kind of reflects how he behaved in the bookshop. I think he's kind of coming to the realization that he can't be as easygoing as he's been. And he's like, if my life's going to be on the line trying to do the right thing, I'm going to make sure I'm remembered for it.
Right.
So
and remember it in a good way.
It's almost like he's getting to the headspace where it's like, I'm going all in. I'm putting everything on the line of like this is still very like an important thing, like the fate of the world might rely on it, but also he's like, I need to do some pretty big and important things so that other people write about me. Because if I'm like, he's probably come to the understanding like, I can't back away from this because it needs to be done, but I will probably die doing it. So he wants to make sure that before that happens, he does something memorable.
Okay.
And he's picked up pipe smoking to help him
to help
him come to grips with, I'm gonna die.
help soothe the tremors, maybe. I don't know. All right. Well, that's heavy.
So you just wait till I can cast fireball. That's gonna get real lighthearted.
On yourself. You're gonna cast it on yourself.
Maybe honestly, that would lean to if he's already accepted death, maybe we'll see Fisvénir go out.
He's gonna go supernova.
A heroic sacrifice.
Okay. All right. Well, any other questions for me at the moment?
I have one last question.
Ooh, okay.
Will I get any benefits or debuffs from picking up pipe smoking?
I mean, it would add to your daily expenses probably. It won't be anything too superficial. I may give you disadvantage on some athletics checks later on. Sure. If we get far enough down the line and you just said like you're smoking constantly, you picked up this new habit.
I won't intentionally do it, but if I in the role play start jokingly doing it all the time, it makes full sense to have consequences.
Yeah. Picking up pipe smoking that late in age, unfiltered, just pure hayrote coming into your hayrote coming into your lungs. Who are you sharing a Dremel with on the way back to Rejlaz? That's the biggest question.
I actually, when they were off in the armor shop before we went on the book excavate, my plan was to have Fisvénir sitting in the main room of the tavern, just trying to figure out how he's going to get the horse, smoking his pipe, just pondering that. Because that's what I was doing, and what I eventually came to was I was going to ask if there's a like caravan service, some sort of like service that travels between where we're at now and the port city we're trying to get to. And then I was gonna ask either them or like a local garrison using the King's Writ to borrow a horse just to get me there, and then send it back with that group to get it back to either the garrison or that organization, whichever one would be more fair. Because I don't know if there's a garrison in town that would have a horse.
Go ahead and roll.
Persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion.
Yeah, +4. Oh, that's a 10.
10 total.
Yep, total.
King's Writ. King's Writ allows it to happen, but I think you have to put down a security deposit. What did we say? We said the Dremel were like 60 gold pieces, or 50? Was it 50? 75? Okay, we'll say that you have to put down 30 as a security deposit in case something happens. That would be refunded at Ucoil.
At the port city?
At the port city.
That makes sense.
Ucoil.
So I'll have like a receipt to take to them and be like, hey, here's your horse back, and I have my 30. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, not a lot of people there right now because most of the garrison was called to Rejlaz Rekol.
That makes a lot of sense.
So it's like it's a rickety old steed you got now. It's not one of the top line. It's not a top line model, but it'll get you down to Ucoil. It's not too far to Ucoil. Well, actually, kind of is. Yeah. It's it's a 3 days ride down to Ucoil. Yeah. Yeah, because this was gonna be 5 days there, 5 days back.
Nope.
This was what this was planned to be, and instead it took you 5 days to get 4 days away.
It's like the classic RPG thing of like we got out of the tutorial area and then immediately just went to do whatever.
And you know, maybe a more responsible DM would like, hey, maybe you guys should like do what I'm asking you to do. But you know what? We wouldn't have met Tumta if that wasn't the case. Tumta tuk. No. Tuk-ta-toom. Tuk-ta-toom.
I have no idea.
That's his nickname. Tuk-ta-toom.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, then that's DM Debrief.
See you next time.